chapter 272. Today we're going to be addressing a very sensitive topic. We're going to be discussing racism, but not in the traditional sense. You see, oftentimes when you discuss race or racism, it's usually between whites and blacks, with an emphasis on how whites have traditionally treated black people, and how the remnants of historic racism or systemic racism are still present through microaggressions. But rarely is it discussed in a way that highlights racism from other minority groups. We don't talk about how Hispanics, Asians, Arabs, and yes, even Africans and African Latinos harbor feelings of racial prejudice towards foundational Black Americans.
You said a room. You said give me my black card.
Yeah, give it to me, bro.
Yeah, you mean your food stamps? I'm a Congolese person. I'm not one of you street American black hobo. Okay, don't get it mixed up. Okay, you could have just came here, been nice, we could have a cool conversation. I'm not one of you black Americans. Moi, je suis Congolais. Je suis prince du Congo. Tu me connais pas, alright? Don't put me, man. I'm not one of you.
And in this chapter of the Layman's Journal, we're going to see how racism is practiced within the Indian community. But I want you to know ahead of time, I'm going to be using a lot of hostile and inflammatory language in this video. But I want to make it clear that all of my statements are directed at the people featured in the film, as well as real-life examples shown in shared clips. But most importantly, I want you to be aware that I am not, I repeat not, speaking on Indian people as a whole, just the examples given in the video, and how those attitudes from other minority groups have influenced the minds of Black Americans today. And it all starts on November 5th, 2024, the day we re-elected Donald Trump as president. Not only did his re-election trigger a turning point in American politics, but it also signaled a reconsideration of American policy on immigration. The American people wanted Trump to secure the border and remove the 10 to 25 million migrants that were allowed in under the Biden administration. They also want an overhaul of the H-1B visa program, as well as student visa programs, and the deportation of asylum seekers. And if you think that's extreme, here's more. They want the definition of the 14th Amendment to be clarified, with the understanding that it was written exclusively for the children of freed slaves. In short, they want to repeal birthright citizenship for all but foundational Black Americans, destroying what is commonly known as the Anchor Baby program. And for the most part, Trump has done what the people have asked him to do. Now, he has gone soft on the H-1B visa program, but he's been aggressive in his pursuit of illegal immigrants, and has fought to restore the true meaning of the 14th Amendment. So while the political left and right have fought over Trump's policies, foundational Black Americans, or FBAs, have remained silent. We've stood on the sideline as Trump and the Republicans have deported immigrants of color, including ones from African and Caribbean nations. And this has baffled those on the left, as Black people are known for standing up for civil liberties, known for fighting for equality for all. You see, prior to 1965, migration was limited to Western and European nations. But it was Black people in the civil rights movement that fought to open it up to people from non-white countries. But 60 years later, we've been silent. We're not standing up for migrants of color anymore, with many of us in approval of Trump's policies against immigration. And it's caused those to ask, what happened to racial solidarity? What happened to the Black and Brown coalitions? And I think the film Mississippi Masala is an excellent answer to that question. On the surface, it's a story of forbidden love between a Black man and an Indian woman, to the disapproval of her parents. But upon further review, we find that it's much more than just a regular love story. It's a commentary. You've just seen a preview of my latest video, which you can watch now in its entirety, uncensored and without obstruction, exclusively on Patreon. Again, that's patreon.com/Layman's Journal. Hope to see you there. I'm out.